not to use them. Ah, how muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large, and we extracted ourselves from waist-high mire of work, only to end up chin-deep in another. I was one with the world, a conduit for the energies of creation, but now I am truly alive. Who could have thought that sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrilling dancing on the knife's edge of failure. For an outfit's nothing suspicious about that, Candace. Oh, right. I think we should be good. Yeah, I have music turned on. Okay. Oh, come on. Why can I not use the fan thing? There we go. All the way over here? What? Oh, wait. I need to go underground for this. They're not gonna last very long against all the hydro damage. Yeah. I think we just keep on following this thing is what it is. I think it will lead us to it. They're gonna attack them. I already know it, yeah. Get my energy back. Okay, then what? Oh, that doesn't seem right.
Shower me with praise.
Luckily, she can be a half-decent healer. Okay, so is there something I can transform it into? Okay, there's some over there. Let's try it as one of them. Maybe. If it will let me transform. Okay. Is this what we're supposed to do? I don't know. I think this just leads me back out. It shows that it's underground, but it doesn't seem to be attached to that, so maybe I just try to go over there manually. Wait, up there? Wait, what? Okay, so it looks like it's going up.
Pouring out here. Oh wait, the water levels aren't rising, are they?
Okay. Why does it show, like, on that symbol there? That's the symbol for it being underground, not above ground. Let me make the entrance below for a quick look around. It was all thanks to you, lad, and thanks, and think it wouldn't have been easy. Rar? What do you mean by sneaking out? Oh, there's the thing. I left without telling my family and tribe. Oh, I didn't tell you before? Wait a sec, isn't that running away from home? Oh, Paimon. So this is the upper sanctum, huh? From down below, you'd think it was all gray and empty up here. Rawr. Who'd have thought it would be like this? Indeed, it's said that the floating matter here is held by the power of the phlogiston itself, a highly vigorous energy source. It's a strange phenomenon, but that's the best way to understand it for now. This also explains not only why grass and flowers grow above it, but also how it warms cooled earth anew, and ignites conflagration of the souls in darkness. This is the phlogiston, won by the sage of stolen flame, snatched from the very claws of the giant dragon. And speaking of which, that reminds me, when some people in the tribe lay eyes on the upper sanctum, they have the nerve to doubt a mere human could create such floating islands through the power of phlogiston, thus concluding that the sage of the stolen flame must have been a kind of dragon too. They actually believe that? Just because they couldn't do it themselves, they insist that anyone who could must have been superhuman. I'd rather not hang around with people who have such a losing mentality. Anyway, what about the treasure and elixir? Given that's what we came for, it doesn't look like there's much for us here. Rawr. You didn't actually think this was going to be that simple, did you? We're being put to the test by the mad sage of the stolen flame, after all. And if the ancient scrolls are right, we must find the mechanisms to complete the final trial, and reach the center of the upper sanctum. But I have no idea as to what this so-called center is supposed to look like. Thinking back, I'm sure the images of floating islands I've seen before were a bit different from what we're seeing now. But it's possible I've aged. Even my memory, which I was once so proud of, is becoming unreliable. Anyway, seeing as we've come this far, let's rely on our intuition instead. So we are going to activate. So how are we going to activate these mechanisms? You should be able to activate them using phlogiston, just like with the phlogiston engraving. That's what's shown in the scrolls anyhow. Apparently phlogiston chrysalis all over Natlan were based on the mechanism here, making these mechanisms incredible relics in and of themselves. Well, lad, you've shown great promise so far. Time you went and gave it a try, Okay. Ah. That's odd. What are these iridescent? In theory, these things contain even more ancient language from the phlogiston something. It disappeared after Packlord touched it?
Rain outlines your fate.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome.
Kinsley Smith 2000 says hi.
Oh, what's going on is we are exploring more Natlan. It's a side quest, kind of.
Strike a pose.
Can we? Okay, yeah. We murdered the foul bird. Gone again? Rawr. Those would receive the flame, complete the trial, and head to the floating island.
Kinsley Smith 2000 says cool.
Yes, have you played much Genshin Impact? Online I just go by
Kinsley
the
Smith
alias
2000
Packlord
says my name
21.
is Kinsley U.
I don't like to give out my real name online because that leads to people finding out
Kinsley
where you
Smith
live.
2000 says no, I play Minecraft.
Oh, okay. Ooh, this should be the last mechanism. This one's no different from the others.
Kinsley Smith
Chikia.
2000 says okay, no worries.
You sure you haven't fallen for some kind of trick? Arrgh. Of course not. When it comes to deciphering ancient scrolls, I have great confidence. Some confidence. Well, a certain degree of confidence in my abilities. Your confidence
Smith
is
2000
shrinking
says,
by the
"Where are you
second."
from?
Help! I'm originally from Washington State, now in Idaho. Anyway, I'm fairly sure this isn't the last mechanism. If I remember rightly, it should be larger and more complete. Floating islands. Young lad, irrespective of the great promise you've shown, no one will understand you unless you speak in full sentences. Ooh, Ohio.
Kinsley Smith 2000 says oh cool, I am from Ohio.
Nice. How's it over there? Is it turning wintry over there yet? Or what's the weather like? As for whether the treasure is real and the elixir exists, well, you'll only know once you give it a try. Rawr. Well, if it doesn't work this time, it'll work next. And if not here, then somewhere else. As long as you stay in the game, a miracle's bound to happen sooner or later. Your optimism truly knows no bounds. If we can motivate ourselves to keep trying, then it'll be a miracle in itself. We'll have none of that kind of negativity here. Rawr. Well, Mutiny is excited too. Come on, Packlord. Use the phlogiston to activate the mechanism. Ah, another trail. Huh, the iridescent inscription turned into the ball. Is it trying to tell us something? Looks like the final trial. Go, go, go. Okay. I need to transform though, don't I? Oh, here it is. Am I supposed to collect those things somehow? I'm not sure. Okay, this looks like it's just going around in a circle. Pretty much. I can't yeah, I can't jump to that thing. I don't know. Yeah, it won't let me jump to those things. I think that's just guiding me. This is honestly pretty easy. I think that thing is just guiding me. It's an iridescent inscription. The whole point of the trial is to touch these inscriptions, but why? Couldn't it be the iridescent inscriptions or something? Rawr, rawr. Huh, Packlord, is Paimon seeing things? How can she feels like, your eyes do not deceive you, Paimon. That is the center of the upper sanctum. Huh, does it mean that the whole point of the iridescent inscription's something?
Kinsley Smith 2000 says I just wanna know, is there any chance I can make something for you cause it's look so basic, let me design it.
No advertising services on here, please. Well, I never. A hidden island in the center of the upper sanctum. And there I was, wondering why it looked so different from what I saw in the pictures. So my memory's fine after all. I wouldn't be in charge of looking after all those ancient woven scrolls if it wasn't. Hey, how's it going? But apart from even larger rock in the middle, there's nothing even here. Or could this giant rock itself be the sage's legendary gift? At this point I'm genuinely stumped. In all the scrolls I've seen, when the heroes pass the trial and reach the place, they should sense the spirit of the Sage of the Stolen Flame. As long as you've reached the place by passing the trial, you're supposed to feel as if you're being called somehow. But I have no idea what that means in practice. I was under the impression
Kinsley
that
Smith
I'd be able to
says it
work.
Will be worth it.
No. Like I said, the rules are no advertising your stuff here. Just read the about section and look at the rules of the chat. Unless you want to be timed out. I could sigh. Looks like that was wishful thinking. Stretch out your hand, chosen. Reach out to me. This is the final trial with this slight something. Rawr. Then what, do you know what it means? Rawr.
Kinsley Smith 2000 says I understand that, but can I know the reason behind it /
Because I get offers for artwork all the freaking time. And or advertising your stream to other bots or bot channels, or supposedly not bot channels that are actually still bot channels. I get offers for that kind of thing way too freaking much. I've probably gotten a good, I don't know, 70 offers since I started streaming like a year-ish ago. So yeah, no. You saw something? You saw something. Gracious me. So the one worthy of the gift was you after all, young lad. Paimon didn't see anything either. Weird. I saw a golden pattern. Arr. A golden pattern? You mean the same one you saw the first time when you met Mutiny? Wait, Paimon thought you were just seeing things back there. Arr. Mutiny, telling Paimon to look up's no use. She can't see it, but seeing as you've said it's there, the tone sounds familiar too. It's definitely the same person that left the golden pattern before. So maybe the one that left it behind was the Sage of the Stolen Flame. Wait, what? You mean to say you've previously been given a sign of the Sage of the Golden Flame? I said you had a bright future ahead of you, lad, and what lies before you now, but a future oh so radiant. I knew you showed great promise. I wouldn't have taken a shine to you otherwise. So you figured out how to receive the gift. Rawr. Yes, I just have to reach towards the giant stone tablet. So now we can attune to Pyro, maybe? Not sure. Someone's calling me. Okay. I gotta be right back here. Simple, but quite brilliant in construction. They rivaled even crystals for ethereal capacity. A pity we never got to use them. How muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large, and we extracted ourselves from waist-high mire of work, only to end up chin-deep in another. I was one with the world, a conduit for the energies of creation, but now I am truly alive. Who could have thought that sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrilling dancing on the knife's edge of failure. For an outfit's nothing suspicious about that, Candace.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, she's looking forward. Ooh.
Just being able to relax and wander the streets freely has already made my day.
I see.
So, Traveler, Paimon, you two want to
Traveling
come
the
with?
streets with you has already made her day.
We
Ooh.
want to, but we've got work to do right now.
Aw, that's a shame. Let's hang out together when you're free then.
Sure.
Ooh, she wants
In that
even
case,
more action.
Candace and I'll head out
wow.
first. Good clothing and fabrics.
Alright, we back. Oh, then I'll have to do Q.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine.
No, my sword! Rain cutter! Rain out my...
I must leave no stone unturned. As a dutiful maid Someone needs advance. Strike a pose. Let the world come on.
Let me read you a verse. Rain out...
Well, that's interesting. So the water level rose? The water level has risen somewhat. The spring's now full of phlogiston. The water below my knees is warm, and I can feel warmth flowing through my limbs. A lovely sensation. So the sage's gift wasn't a hot elixir that can cure all injuries, but rather a hot spring here? Paimon's not exactly surprised, given the people of the springs aren't far off. Since Mutiny's looking pretty cozy there. This isn't any old hot spring, little floaty Paimon. Once a hero has been chosen, bathes in the spring, they'll be granted the power to wield phlogiston. Huh, really? So what'll happen if Paimon dives in? Good question, yes. I think I know. You'll still be Paimon, just a soaking wet one. What? Paimon thought she might use phlogiston too and transform into some kind of super awesome pyro Paimon. Sadly, I think not, because you haven't been chosen. Wait a minute, Chikia. You knew that this hot spring would be the final gift, yet you claimed you were only searching for an elixir that can cure all injuries, and that you'd share it with us too. There are so many types of injury in the world. How can you possibly expect a single elixir to be able to heal them all? But when it comes down to it, wisdom is the solution to all our worries. Yes, I tricked you this time, little Paimon. But when we make mistakes, we learn from them, and take one step closer to resolving our worries. Isn't that a wonderful outcome too? Okay, that actually kind of makes sense. So you have your injuries been cured? Even if I took a bath in the hot spring filled with phlogiston, I would still be unable to use it. In the past, so the ancient scrolls say, tribespeople who could not already wield phlogiston only ever learned to do so by passing the trial. So it hasn't any effect at all. Wait, you're clearly from Natlan, but you can't use phlogiston? Rawr. Paimon, you know, these delayed responses of yours can be quite hurtful at critical moments like this. Yes, nearly everyone in Natlan can use phlogiston, but nearly is not all. When I was very young, I once suffered a grave injury in connection with the Abyss. It was a miracle that I even survived. I was in terrible health. I told you I could jump great distances within something on my back, but I'd be fooling you. Something can float up and make themselves as light as a feather, so they don't weigh a thing. It may be due to this injury that I am unable to use phlogiston. No matter what I try, I simply can't do it. I've racked my brains, pored over all kinds of different scrolls. Though others view them as virtually obsolete, I am well versed in analyzing phlogiston engraving, though through patterns. I put lots of effort into memorizing all things, all the meanings, honing a great memory while doing so. For me, teaching the children of our tribe the basics about phlogiston was also an opportunity to observe how they would discover the ability to use it, and speaking of which, I'm quite popular with the children. I know everything there is to know about phlogiston, and the more I understand, the more I am in awe of it. But the more awe I feel, the more regret and frustration I feel for not being able to wield it myself. It was all thanks to you that we were able to make it through all these trials. I understand that to learn skills from our ancestors, sacrifices must be made, but I simply don't have that kind of courage. Perhaps that's why I can't use it. It's alright. I came to terms with it a long time ago. If it doesn't work this time, there's always next time. I'll find a way eventually. So thank you. I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. I know I keep saying it, but you're a fine future ahead of you, lad. Not only are you amazingly talented, but you're so kind as well. Unlike me, for whom everything seems to be set in place now, lad, I'm sure you've many more incredible adventures to look forward to. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. Okay, let's skip ahead to the part where we actually attune to it or whatever. Too much dialogue. Or did we already supposedly attune to it or something? Maybe.
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
Oh, Farina. Oh, wait. Yeah, I should switch to the Traveler here. That would probably help. Yeah, let's just put Traveler
Just
in
what
there.
will we come?
I want to see if he can attune to it or anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem to do anything.
Ready and waiting.
I'm sure at some point we'll be able to attune to it. Let me see, how much primo do we have? Okay, so a little bit over 10,000 and then 22 wishes on top of it. Yeah. Hopefully when the Pyro Archon comes out, we'll have enough primo to actually pull her. I know I lost the last 50-50, so it should be guaranteed, I believe. Then I also have a little bit of pity on top of it, so. Oh, who can we raid? Okay, Potato is playing Graveyard Keeper. Sounds interesting. Yeah, let's raid her. Raid.